What's going on, everybody? I'm here for part 2 of the first update the past 3 months of my vinyl pickups. I'm just going to go right into this, what I'm allowed to do. Like, again, a lot of commons, some rare, some stuff you may know, a lot of the stuff you will know, but I'm going to blow through these as fast as I can unless there's something special or cool about them. First we go with Judas Priest British Steel. An awesome shape for a first print. Poison, look what the cat dragged in with the Enigma. Rough Cut's second album, Rough Cut Wants You, on the original Warner Brothers, and this was sealed when I bought it. One of the sealed ones. Dokken Breaking the Chains, also sealed and pretty much close to near mint. I would call it near mint if I was selling it, which it won't be. Loudness, Thunder in the East. Atco. Lita Ford, Lita. RCA. Ace Frehley. Frehley's Comet Live +1. It's on Atlantic. The green and red label, orange label, whatever you want to call it, cut out. It's also a promo. This is Darcy's full album I was telling you guys about yesterday, and it's called Rock is Dead. That's 70s music, 70s music-wise, and a very soulful, vocal. I'm a little tired. It's hot today. White vinyl. Dirty Blonde EP. This is on their Outpost Entertainment Company. This is like a EP, and this actually comes in like several different I think red and white. It came in a few different colors. Kind of weird, but that's the black vinyl one, obviously. Shogun, 31 Days, on Jet Records. It's in okay shape. For $4 when I picked it up, it's got the sticker stuck on the album, which I hate that. It's got a little ring wear, but I mean the vinyl's in perfect condition. Worth the $4. Eventually I get a cover and replace it. Kick-Axe, great Canadian band. They didn't get a lot of recognition back in the day, but I think they're really good. It's on the Pasha. This was my favorite album of theirs. Welcome to the Club is killer album in my opinion. TNT, Intuition. This is when they started to go a little more popular. Still, Ronnie Laticro is an amazing guitarist on the Mercury label. So can't go wrong either way. Rough Cut's first album, Warner Brother. Y&T, Down for the Count. A&M. Scorpions, Animal Magnetism on the Mercury. This was sealed when I bought it. It's almost mint. I mean, I don't say to use that word, but I'll say near mint. But it was sealed when I bought it. Geffen. Judas Priest, Point of Entry. Columbia. I don't know why we should have damn. Dokken Under Lock and Key. Fifth Angel, the first album. This is the one that's on Epic, not the Shrapnel one. I really want the Shrapnel one because it's got a way better cover. But it's on Epic. Killer album, killer band. Ken Mary, killer drummer. Dual Edge. I bought this new. Well, it's still sealed with the new again. And it's so clean. The corners are sharp. The only issue with it can't even tell because of the red, but in the very corners, there's tiny little creases. But other than that, I mean, that's in phenomenal shape. Knock 'Em Alive, great album, one-off album on the Intense Records. Is that what it was? Yeah, Intense Records, which we all know. Def Leppard, On Through the Night. Amazing, pretty amazing condition. This has a slight little ring wear up top. And if people would have stored this up properly back in the day, they would have been. All this has been great still. Cobra and the Lotus, Prevail, one of my favorite modern bands. Female singer. This is a little poppy. They did go a little bit on the poppier towards the radio ready, I guess you would say, on this album. But the album's still killer. And they're older albums. It's got the custom label too, which is really cool. But killer band. If you haven't checked them out, Cobra and the Lotus. They're Canadian as well. Their past albums, the High Priestess, to me she reminds me of like the female version of Bruce Dickinson in certain ways. And that's what I get when I listen to her on some of their songs. What is it? Gatefold. This is Delane, Moonbathers. Yep. This is I guess you could call it symphonic, hard rock, bits of metal in it. Female singer, excellent female singer, excellent band. Within Temptation, if you know those guys, kind of in the same vein. Actually, the keyboardist for this that started this band came from Within Temptation, if you know who they are. And Striper, Live at the Whiskey. It's a double LP. I think this is really strict, limited, if I remember right. There's the gatefold. The back, beautiful, high gloss. Yeah, limited to 300 copies. 300 copies worldwide. Still not used to this talking to the camera thing. Another Delane album, The Human Contradiction. Another phenomenal album. That's actually the singer on the cover. Metallica Hardwired to Self-Destruct. I showed you the Record Store Day one yesterday. This is just the black vinyl one, so I'm not going to open all that up. Lizzie Borden, Master of Disguise. This is one I got off Discogs too, and it was considered near mint. That cut there is like it's all screwed up, like it's really flappy. So it's very good, but it's not near mint. I hate that shit. Briar, Crown of Thorns. I think this was the one that like Bruce Dickinson had something to do with, or it's a good promo copy as well. I don't feel like taking it out right now. I gotta get through these albums. Rail, their EP. And this is a really good band. It's 80s early pop metal, kind of AOR I would call it, but really good. It's really catchy. If you like Journey, White Sister, I think you would like these guys. Very AOR oriented. Good band. I like them, honestly. Bronze, Taken by Storm. Paid a little bit too much for this one, but it was in great shape. And I got home and I found out it had a bit of water damage on the bottom because you can't see it all the time, and so you really mess with the whole entire thing. Which, yeah. Sammy Hagar, 3-lock box. This is a Canadian pressing. Yeah, it's got the little leaf on top. Canadian pressing. This is my favorite Sammy album. It's got my favorite Sammy song, Remember the Heroes, on it. Pyromania, Def Leppard, also Vertigo. I thought it was a UK, but it's actually a Canadian pressing. Oh yeah, Anthrax, Worship Music. This should be the gatefold, yeah. It's the gatefold. Love this cover. I even love the back cover. And the vinyl on this is really kick-ass too. Well, it's not marble. They call it marble, but it's not. Looks like sherbet to me, but either way, still a cool album. Alright, Le Mans. This is their second album. This is when Derek Frigo, however you say his name, from he's a guitarist for Enough's Enough, but he really rocks out here. This is like good, heavier Bon Jovi. Their first album was on Shrapnel, and it was metal. It was metal. It wasn't a little bit radio ready like this is. But this is another album that I love. Like every song on there is a good album. Even the softer stuff is pretty good to me. TKO, Let It Roll. It's in pretty good shape. It just had some rain wear, but I mean, I got it for like $3. Can't complain. That's their first album. Y&T, Contagious. Promo copy. Geffen. Crocus, One Vice at a Time. This was sealed when I bought it as well. I mean, look at those. You can't really see the corners, but it's in great shape. Arista. Dead End, Ghost of Romance. It's a Metal Blade. This is a Japanese band. I think most of the songs were sung in Japan. I remember the video for Ghost of Romance. Or was it Ghost of Romance? Give me a second. Dance Macabre on Headbangers Ball, and the dude wanted like $2, so I picked it up. Haven't really spun it yet because I just recently got this, and I bought too much in the last couple of weeks. Pandemonium, The Kill. A tiny bit of cutout there, but these guys are really good. This is Mike Becerra, right? I always forget. No. This isn't Mike Becerra. This is yeah, Chris Resch on this one. I always get Becerra mixed up with that. Loverboy. I don't ever really show you this stuff. LA Guns. This is a radio promo, as you can see there, the big sticker. And some of the Vertigo label. This is in great shape. I mean, it's got tough corners, but for what I paid for it, I'm not mad. Chosen Few. Another one of those albums as a kid that I loved. It's on Statue Records. I think it's their own. It's very Stryper, early Guardian-ish, but they're not Christian at all. Songs are about girls and stuff, so. But it's just one of those albums like Tough Luck that I showed you in part 1 that just stuck with me, and I found this still sealed, so I couldn't resist it. And yeah, if you get a chance to find that, Chosen Few. Metallica Kill 'Em All reissue, 180 gram, all on there. Master of Puppets, 180 gram. I've noticed with these, the Master of Puppets reissues, this is my third one. The first two I got, they were clean. The vinyl was clean as could be because they were new, but it skipped all the way across the album. Like the first side skipped all the way across. Took it back. It's got another one. It did the same damn thing. So I went back again. I'm like, I'll try one more time. And this one actually worked okay. I mean, worked fine. So, but it's really weird. And I talked to somebody else, and they had the same issue. So that might be a pretty common problem with them. Smash Gladys, Social Intercourse. Good gritty female vocalist. Good. This is a. What year is this one? This is a 90, right? Come on. Oh, I can't find it right now. Oh no, 88. Good gritty female vocalist. spread eagle, kind of in that vein with the female. I mean, it's an excellent shape. Color is still there. I mean, for a black cover for almost 30 years, it's in great shape. I'll show you this one, guys. This one is Vicious Rumors. It is, which one is this? Electric Punishment. Gatefold. And I'm not sure you're going to be able to see these vinyl because they're dark green. I'll try to hold them up with the light, see if it plays it. But the vinyl's cool. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's green with black marbling. Another one of my all-time favorite bands, starting way back with, on Shrapnel. This one was like $12 used, which I was surprised because it's limited edition. It's on Steam Hammer. Great album. Let me just throw this here now. I'll fix it in a minute. I'll save that one. Alright, and then 6 AM, another one of my favorite modern bands, a Nikki Sixx's band. This album was hard to get. I actually paid I think I paid $35 for this. It was new, obviously. It's a really, really great presentation in this thing. The vinyl is a double album. Sorry, I'll just show you one. The vinyl is both the same, but it's that white marble with gray in it look. And it's really pretty vinyl. I don't know if you're going to see that on camera. Beautiful vinyl. All three of their other two albums that are on vinyl too also have colored vinyl. And then my last ones for this video, sorry I'm going so fast, I'm just trying to get all this done so I can get caught up, is Cobra and the Lotus, Words of the Prophet. This is a 10-inch, and it's basically an EP of the band doing all Canadian bands covers. Lay It on the Line, Sign of the Gypsy Queen, Black Velvet, Let It Ride, and Spirit of Radio. Obviously you know most of those, right? Rush, Bachman Turner Overdrive, Black Velvet was, I can't remember her name. Yeah, anyway, that's the 10-inch. This was pretty limited too, although it doesn't say it. Took me a while to find one. I think this comes on like a blue marble. It's pretty, 10-inch. And then they did a single called Zombie and Remember Me. It's also Cobra and the Lotus, by the way. I'm holding it. But it's clear green, of course, because it's Zombie, But I don't know if you guys know the band Romantic Rebel. They're like a tiny band that was on Pavement Music. Female singer as well, and she's actually the one that drew this for them. Alright guys, well that's it for part 2. I'm actually going to get this done in 3 because I'm trying to blow through it. I'm like talking my ass off yesterday. So, thanks for watching. I guess I got to do this please subscribe thing. And I'll be back at you a little bit later or tomorrow.